back to another episode. Guys, look, this is not to shame anybody or to be disrespectful, but these are some keys to keep one's body odor in check. I don't have this issue. Literally, I don't. But some people do. And guys, you know what you eat comes out of your pores too as well. It's not just for premenopause, and menopause symptoms could happen as low as ages 20 and maybe even lower. It shocked me on that too. I don't even have that at my age, young age at that. But anyways, this is for educational purposes only. So please listen up. It's not the shame game. This is just to educate, okay? And to bring awareness. Let's begin.
I'm about to say some things out loud that nobody really warned us about. We talk about hot flashes, we talk about mood swings. We might talk about sleep going to all HE double hockey sticks. That's hell. But what we do not talk about is how pre-perimenopause and perimenopause can have your body smelling unfamiliar. Not dirty, not funky, just different. And today I'm breaking down the 6 specific spots where perimenopause likes to quietly change the chemistry. And it'll have you standing in the shower like I know good and well I just bathed. Now listen, I've seen a few comments here to tell me I should just keep the hygiene things to myself. Baby, no.
Exactly, no. Because body hygiene is a part of alkaline. You should not have a body odor. And if there is one, that means something medically or something that you're eating. Disclaimer, but truthful. So let's continue.
Too many women have lived in shame, confusion, and silence around their bodies. I was raised to talk things through and educate, not whisper and suffer in silence. So while some folks are uncomfortable, I am not. This is an A and B conversation with my ladies. If it don't apply, let it fly, and you can see your way out respectfully. Love you, but I
Respectfully.
mean it. So back to it. Here's the wild part. I thought I knew my body at 42. I'm a licensed psychologist. I teach human behavior, stress responses, physiology adjacent topics. Menopause still pulled me aside and said, ma'am, take a seat. School is back in session. The course, Advanced Body Chemistry 401. Subtitle, why do I smell like this even though I shower? Not today, hormones. Not today, devil. Not today. Before we get into this grown, necessary conversation, do me 3 quick favors. Like this video because YouTube stay playing in our faces. Share this with a woman who needs to know she's not alone. And drop a comment. I'm here for this education. So that the algorithm knows that we're talking real woman lifestyle and health over here. Let's get into it.
This is about lifestyle, guys.
That girl next door. Beautiful brown. Straight up rude. Here's what's happening biologically. As estrogen begins to fluctuate and decline, sebum production happens. Not necessarily more oil, but thicker, stickier oil. Now get this, the new oil oxidizes faster. And when it mixes with heat, sweat, and air, scalp funk. It promises to funk the whole funk and nothing but the funk.
Ladies, no disrespect. Here and there, I may have on a hairpiece. But you have to be careful to let your scalps breathe. You cannot wear it every single week of the year. Let's continue.
Okay. You wash your hair, you blow it out. You step outside feeling cute. Okay. And 2 hours later, somebody walks behind you and get a whiff that says, wet something, but make it hormonal. And you're like, excuse me, I just did my hair. Yes, you did. And you did. But your scalp is holding on to yesterday's hormonal oil party. And just because many of us are beautifully melanated, we don't always escape this, okay? So here's the fix, and it's key. Scalp exfoliation is no longer optional. A silicone scalp scrubber or one of those vibrating ones are amazing. They cost like $8. And I'm in love with clarifying shampoo these days. It cleans the scalp and not just the strands. And I'm loving the one by Chlorine. And an apple cider vinegar rinse or a shampoo.
I have that, guys. She's right. That's a great product.
And doing that maybe once or every other week, it resets the pH. Your hair can look clean while your scalp is still.
And I also love Pantene. Sorry, I'm a Pantene chick. Here, unless it's organic, other things organically. Sorry. Let's continue.
Holding on to oxidized oil. And we're doing strategic hygiene. Spot 2, behind the ears and down the neck. Now this one, it kind of caught me off guard.
Women, do not forget you because behind your ears has pores too. Please do not forget to clean by your ears, men and women, and the children. This is for everybody, okay? Okay, let's continue.
I'm feeling fresh. I've showered. I'm minding my business. But then I catch one of those back areas. You know how you sit down and you like some smells a little bit different, not smelling right. I've told y'all before, but down your ears and down your neck is something called nominal. Yes, it's real. Yes, science named it. And yes, research literally calls it old person smell. And yes,
Guys, I want to say something, a sidebar. In my entire life, I've only smelled the body odor of two people, and they were way younger. This was years ago, okay? Years ago, like over 15 years ago. Now, with that being said, on the other hand, men, I notice the men body odors more than I smell a woman. And it smells, I can't even say, but it's not a good smell. So, men, this could be for you as well, too, okay? Seriously, no disrespect, but whoa. And I'm not talking underarm pit. Let's continue.
it's rude, but here we are. As that estrogen is shifting, your skin oil becomes thicker, slower to turn over, and more prone to oxidation. And these oils sit on your warm hidden areas, behind the ears, the hairline, neck folds, and it creates a metallic, musty scent, is what I call it. This is not sweat, it's not poor hygiene. It's oxidized skin oil. Look it up. Soap alone won't fix it because oil is oil soluble, not water soluble. So here's what I try to do. Everyday quick and intentional exfoliation behind the ears and neck. Washcloth or African neck. Present, not aggressive. Follow with witch hazel or a glycolic acid toner. The Ordinary is amazing, so is theirs witch hazel.
Yes, witch hazel, pardon me guys, is a great additive for a skin cleanser. And it's been around forever. You want to go as natural as possible. Bath salt, Dr. Till's, they have it in lavender. That is something good also. Let's continue.
Or Mario Badescu. Then a light fragrance. I like to seal first with a little Vaseline and then fragrance so it catches onto the skin. You never want to spray perfume on top of oxidized oil. That's how you create a scent argument. And we ain't got time to be on World Star Hip Hop. Fighting with our scent. Nope. Spot 3, the underarm ecosystem evolution. Let's be clear. This is not regular underarm odor. This ain't that. Pre-perimenopause and perimenopause underarms, they're a different ecosystem. You know that deodorant that worked for years? It starts to act brand new. You apply at 7 a.m., but by 10 a.m., them piss like, we don't know her. We don't know her. And here's why. Perimenopause and hormonal shift.
And another thing, guys, this is why it's important to keep your body weight at its minimum capacity. Whatever your height is, just if you can maintain your body weight at that level, other levels like this, body odors and things like this, probably won't occur. Okay, let's continue.
Shifts, it puts your body in a low grade stress state, even when you feel fine. Stress sweat is thicker, it's protein rich, and bacteria love protein. Add the years of deodorant buildup, that's why I detoxify, dead skin and those hormonal shifts, and now your deodorant is fighting history. It sounds like America. But it's not fighting fresh skin. Okay, so my reset, once a week only, baking soda plus water, just a gentle light scrub, rinse it completely, glycolic acid on clean underarms, let dry, and then deodorant. The acid changes the environment, so the odor causing bacteria, they can't thrive. And yes, antibacterial soap sometimes in odor prone areas is helpful. A few times a week, if that, not daily, because we respect the skin barrier and the bacteria that needs to be there to help us. Now, we got to get in a body awareness reset, y'all. And here's where everything shifted for me. Because once I stopped asking, why do I smell different? And started asking, what's actually happening in my body? Everything changed up. Everything switched. This wasn't me forgetting how to take care of myself. This was my body composition and hormones changing. And I needed data, not guesses. And that's where my Hume Body Pod Analyzer came in. And I'm thankful to Hume for sponsoring today.
And this is nothing to be ashamed of, guys. Just, you want to always smell fresh, just like a newborn baby. My favorite lotions is Nivea and the baby lotion in the pink bottle, believe it or not. True story. Those are the two that I use faithfully if I'm not making my own organically. Let's continue.
Today's video. As y'all know, because I've been with Hume estimate the rest. This one measures your full body composition with 98% accuracy, on par with those in-body machines in gyms and clinics. Now, here's some things about the app. This is where the power comes in. Instead of just throwing numbers at you, Hume app uses AI to connect your body composition with your real life, your sleep, stress, activity, recovery. The humanoid breakdown, it showed me exactly where my body was changing, even during pre-perimenopause. Two metrics that explained everything for me: muscle mass and body fat percentage. At first,
Very beneficial, guys. I have that on my app. Pay attention.
first, my weight wasn't moving much, but I was gaining muscle and losing fat. And a regular scale would have had me discouraged for no reason, losing more edges. This took the emotional spiral out of my health journey. No more guessing, no more blaming myself, just clear personal insights. And yes, you know I got a discount code, and it stacks on top of their current sale for up to 50% off. It's valid for 7 days. And if you're in the US, it's HSA, FSA eligible, which means your insurance may cover it, y'all. Make sure you check out the link in the description or even that QR code on the screen. All right, let's continue. Spot 4, the chest and sternum surprise. Okay, let's talk about a spot that nobody warns us about. Not your breast exactly, but the sternum area. Between them, under them, right where the heat likes to sit and minds its business. Perimenopause has many talents, and one of them is turning your internal thermostat all the way up. Random heat surges, sometimes night sweats, or as I call them, night hots. Y'all, sometimes, and you can even ask Sean, I sleep with one leg
I never heard that night hot. Dr. Nina, I love the way she gives her presentation. Let's continue.
out of the bed and one leg under the cover. It's the weirdest thing. And even day sweats when you're literally standing still. That extra moisture collects right underneath the cusps of the breasts, under and between the girls. And because
Disclaimer. Now, I've heard, the males in my family, they like to school me on things, guys, okay? And I love it because it puts me into a man's mind and into his world. Pardon me. But yeah, you have to lift your two uh you know chest area up here, guys, and make sure that you're cleaning from there, because I've heard some horrible things until I have to tell them to be nice, because it's not nice to say bad things like that, even though it could be true. But if you're going to tell anybody, tell it to the person. Don't tell it behind their back, so they can correct the issue. Let's continue.
because the airflow is limited, it creates a warm, damp environment. And y'all, bacteria love warming down. The smell that shows up there isn't
It sure
classic
does.
sweat. It's sour, fermented, almost bread-like sometimes. If you know, you know. And that's because I had a breast reduction when I was 19 years old. I had 35 H's. I know what it was like back before I knew what it was like. So what has helped me? In the past and now, full drying the area after a shower, no rushing. A light fungal powder if you want to go that far. Yes, a regular athlete's foot powder. Clean, dry skin first, then a light dusting. And I also love the Burt's Bees dusting powder. And changing those bras more often than you think you need to and rotating them. And let's talk fabrics. Synthetic bras trap heat and moisture. Cotton, or at least cotton lined, those allow airflow. I know we all have that one good bra. You know, the one you're trying to make stretch for days. But perimenopause said, absolutely not, ma'am. Rotate them, wash them more frequently. This area is asking for your support and ventilation. Spot 5, inner thigh and growing reality. All right. Deep breath, y'all. This is where things get very real, very important stuff. The inner thigh, growing, and leg crease. They're highly sensitive to hormonal shifts. Now, I was blessed to learn more about this earlier on in life because if you know, you know. I was diagnosed with hidradenitis suppurativa in my early 20s. That's where you get, boy,
See, I told you guys it can come. It can come in as soon as your early 20s. It tripped me out when I found out this like 3 years ago. A family member of mine was experiencing it, and she said the doctor says I have menopause. I'm like, are you serious? But let's continue. Yes, it's possible.
oils and sometimes appearing to be ingrowns that get much bigger and they can cause a lot of discomfort and issues. So something you should know is that estrogen helps to maintain skin pH, especially in those intimate adjacent areas. When
Correct.
estrogen declines, pH rises. Higher pH means that bacteria thrives more easily. Add friction, skin to skin contact, sweat, and then changes in fat distribution. Now you've got an area that can develop a distinct and a lingering odor that soap just won't fix. This is not about washing more, it's about washing correctly. And here's what
Right.
matters: pH balanced intimate wash, not regular soap. Gentle cleansing once daily, not scrubbing, seems to make it worse. Thorough drying, breathable underwear. I've used Sweet Spot Labs for years, as y'all know. It's because it's formulated for the actual pH needs of intimate skin, not guesses. And yes, we're gonna say it plainly. Air circulation is medicine. Okay, breathe, let it flow, let it go. Going commando at night isn't just about hot flashes at night. It's allowing the skin to reset. Loose cotton pajamas, no tight leggings after a long day. Let that thing air. Let the ecosystem breathe. And if odor is persistent despite good hygiene, please get into your healthcare provider. You should be getting regular checkups and getting
Yes.
annual blood tests as well. You need to check the hormones, know what's going on, your vitamin deficiencies, all of those things.
Yes, and I've had a video. I've told you guys already on a previous upload video that you should get your annually twice a year, even though I do it in 3.5 months. So it's 3 times a year for me. And yes, if you're not getting your blood work, which you should when you go to your annual, request it. Let's continue.
Can help you to arm yourself with better information. Sometimes it's hormonal, sometimes it's bacterial, sometimes it's yeast related. All treatable and not shameful. Now, what about that foot situation that nobody talks about? The last spot, but don't tune out. Your feet can change during hormonal shifts as well.
Yes.
Hormonal shifts affect circulation, and circulation affects a lot of things: moisture regulation, oxygen delivery, and even skin turnover. Lower circulation, that equals bacteria and fungus getting cozy. Add different walking patterns, joint stiffness, weight redistribution, and suddenly your feet are sweating in places they never did before. So, what worked for me, and I've told y'all about this before, weekly apple cider vinegar soaks. Just put a little apple cider vinegar into your water, like if you have one of those homemedics, baths, or tubs, even not one of the fancy ones. Just
And I will even add olive oil, guys. Yes. Olive oil with the apple cider. Let's continue.
stick your feet in there, put in a nice amount of apple cider vinegar. You might want to measure that out and make sure you have enough water to apple cider vinegar ratio, but it's amazing. It also softens the feet. Gentle exfoliation after soaking. Fully dry between those toes. Yes, all of them, even the pinky toe. Rotating shoes. Try not to repeat if you don't have to. An antifungal spray for shoes. I have one by Dr. Teal's. It's amazing. If you wear the same shoes back to back,
I told you guys, Dr. Tills. Let's continue.
especially during your hormonal shifts, you're trapping yesterday's moisture. Your feet are carrying you through this season. They deserve care and not neglect. So, just a little real talk on hormones and odor. Let me say this clearly, and I want you to hear it. You're not dirty, you're not failing hygiene. Your body isn't betraying you. Might feel that way. Estrogen and progesterone influence so much for us: skin pH, oil composition, sweat chemistry, circulation, and even bacterial balance. So when hormones fluctuate, everything else shifts too. Your old
And guys, make sure that you're using the corrective body, the anti-body soap, which is Dial, the gold bar. I say this a lot because that's the only soap on the market that kills 99.99% of bacteria. True story.
old products might stop working. Your old routines might not be enough, or they might need to change. That doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means you need updated strategies and not self criticism. And emotionally, this part hits. Body odor changes mess with confidence. You start sniff checking yourself, avoiding soft touch or hugs with people, changing clothes just in case. That can quietly chip away at your sense of self. But hear me, this is not a personal failure. This is a biological transition. And transitions require adjustments, not
Exactly. So this what this is all about. Transitions require adjustments. Just make the needed adjustments so that you can walk around and feel confident about yourself and that you don't have body odors. And that means from your mouth, your dental, your body, just everything included, okay? Keep it alkaline. All in alkaline lifestyle. Please do subscribe. Thank you. Educational purposes only.